right, Sons Halcy fans.
We have got a really fun episode of the Halcy Connection today to officially announce what is probably the worst kept secret in the galaxy right now. We are going to be inviting two people onto the show today that you know very, very well, Kierna and Sage, who have joined forces with Hawkmoon Immersive to bring an incredibly new original experience that they helped create to Halcy-Con. Without further ado, let's bring on Kierna and Sage.
Kierna and Sage, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh my
Thank you
gosh,
for
so
having
excited to
us.
be here.
We are so excited to talk about Good Neighbor Game.
Well, for the 2 or 3 people that are watching this that don't know who you are, can you just tell our audience a little bit about you and your immersive backgrounds?
Sure. So my name is Kierna. Hi, crew, for all of you who don't know me. I am currently a creative director with Hawkmoon Immersive alongside Sage, but I have a background in immersive ranging from Arizona to New York and was one of the original creative development team and performers on Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser.
Woo!
Yeah. Woohoo is right.
Hey everybody, I'm Sage. I am also a creative director for Hawkmoon Immersive, but you wouldn't know that because when I first logged on, this Sage Starkey TV thing popped up, and I was like, that seems good enough. But I promise you can take me seriously. No, but I'm a creative director for Hawkmoon Immersive. Again, same thing with Kierna. I have been in the themed entertainment and immersive world for many years for Universal Studios, Disney World, and beyond. And I'm so excited to have partnered up with my dear friend Kierna and the good friends over at Hawkmoon Immersive to start building original creative work for you guys to enjoy. And the fact that we're bringing this to Halcy-Con, which is a place that we are just obsessed with because of our Star Cruiser lore, and it's like a full circle. So I'm so excited.
Well, and something that we learned from being part of the Star Cruiser community is FOMO. FOMO is a real thing. And then when Hawkmoon Immersive came out with an amazing original creation earlier this year, the Good Neighbor Game, for a very limited run in Florida, we didn't get to go to that.
Yeah, we were looking for tickets. Promise. We were looking at airlines. Like, how quickly can we squeeze this in for a day?
An amazingly successful run of this new creation, a new project that Hawkmoon has done. And we really just immediately looked at ourselves and just said, hey, what if? And here we go. We're so pleased that Hawkmoon Immersive is bringing the Good Neighbor Game to Halcy-Con. Several performances of. But Kierna, Sage, can you tell us a little bit about what the Good Neighbor Game is?
Sure. So Out of World, let's talk about Out of World for a second and talk about some of the things that like inspired us to build the Good Neighbor Game. We're a huge fan of reality television games like Traitors, Mafia, Werewolf, for those of you who are familiar with that. And then also pulling from tones of, some shows like Severance on Apple TV, just leaning into some of our favorite fandoms and building on that. And so what the Good Neighbor Game does is it actually invites you to play a game. All you know is that you are here to play a game with some friends, have a drink, have a good time. But underneath the surface, that this game that you're playing potentially means something more. There's a bigger mystery underneath it all, and it is up to you to determine how far you dig to see what this game really is, who's running this game, how this game is being run, who this game is being run by. One of my favorite parts about it is that every game is completely different because every experience is a true game.
Yes.
There is a winner. There are I don't want to say losers, but there are people who don't win. There are people who are given advantages that if they do specific things, if they come back to play the Good Neighbor game again, they could potentially have an advantage by doing something that they did the first time. It's specifically designed for you. So I'm thrilled to bring it to people who I know are just or who have been so supportive of us over the past couple of years, but also who just love this work. And I know they're going to have a great time.
Yeah, and something that I think I know that Sage and I are really passionate about, and I imagine many of the Star Cruiser fandom are equally passionate about, is true agency in immersive. And I think that there is a place and space for all different immersive forms. But something that I'm really passionate about is like real decision making and feeling like I, as an audience member, really matter. And exactly like Sage said, the structure of the Good Neighbor game is a really exciting, mysterious story within which you, as the audience, are the center. The game does not game if you do not play it. So we're excited for you to come and play the game in whatever way feels most comfortable to you. You can be loud, you can be quiet, you can be talkative, you can say nothing at all. All different types of play are welcome at the Good Neighbor game.
So the one thing that stood out to me is that there was a winner, because I do tend to be a little competitive whenever we get into something like this.
Good.
But if there are people who maybe are not as competitive, what kind of opportunity do they have to play?
Okay, so yeah, this is really exciting because it's something that we felt a very strong response from the first Good Neighbor game run that was craved, that our audiences craved, was simply watching the game unfold in itself is extremely entertaining. And the stakes become quite high because you have relationships with the people playing. You start to develop narratives about the players, the ones that you hope will win, the ones that you see developing rivalries, all sorts of things. And so one of the things that we knew we wanted to do the next time we produced the Good Neighbor game was introduce an alternative way to experience the game, which is what we're calling the voyeur ticket, which is basically a way of experiencing the game where you are primarily just watching. Now, that being said, you are still a part of the story. You are still inside of the experience of the Good Neighbor game. However, your primary role will be to watch, to listen, and to judge. So if you like being judgy, if you like watching, and I know, if you like watching and not necessarily being the center of attention, then you might want to consider being a voyeur rather than a player. Totally up to you.
And I just want to double down on that. When we say to judge, there may be a different way to play the Good Neighbor game as a voyeur.
Yes.
So new ways to play, very exciting.
Yes.
And I could not be more excited that we are debuting this new game mechanic at Halcy-Con with some of our favorite people.
And something that I wanna make sure that we say out loud as well is that although we're joking about judging and competition, something that I was blown away by with the first run of Good Neighbor game is how joyful and kind and friendly our neighborhoods became, truly.
Yes.
And that people were making friends and building real community in our pretend neighborhoods throughout the games. And as we know, that's what Star Cruiser does. That's what Good Immersive does. And so even though we joke about, come and judge your friends, come and make enemies, in reality, it's all good fun and it's all a game.
I just want to quickly double down on that because that's the big thing about why we set out to do this is every game and this is not a spoiler, but every game you are there to build your own neighborhood, your own community. It is the Good Neighbor game. So at the end of it, while there is a winner, or maybe potentially multiple winners, you still come out of it with a newfound sense of community.
Yep.
And so for the very first time, we're talking, there's going to be two different ticket types.
That's
player
right.
and voyeur. That's
Yes.
amazing. And am I hearing this correctly that you get to actually have a drink while you're playing this game?
Yes. Drink, maybe two. That's right.
Yes, I typically find things are more fun with a beverage. So
So for those of you that enjoyed sitting in the atrium while having a beverage from the Sublight Lounge, this voyeur ticket may be the ticket for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
But the great thing about this is that if anyone experienced the Good Neighbor game in its original run earlier this year, and they're going to be at Halcy-Con, there is an amazing reason to check it out again.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
right.
and-
There are more
and
ways
not-
to play. Yep.
Yeah, and not for nothing, but again, if you did experience, I just want to say this, if you did experience Good Neighbor game in its original run, first things first, thank you for supporting. It really meant a lot to
Yes.
have you guys there, truly. But because it is a true you-led experience game, and every game is different. We built it so that way you can continue to play the game as many times as you wanted to with a million outcomes. So come back and play the Good Neighbor game. But if you're new, welcome to the neighborhood.
I love it. I'm counting down the days and fingers crossed that we get to play. I mean, we're in Florida. Come on, we need to play.
Well, one of the main reasons why we created Halcy-Con was to find opportunities that just couldn't exist any other way. And this is going to be able to bring a lot of people in to see the Good Neighbor game that just had no ability to be there for travel reasons, for schedule reasons. And people are going to love this. This is really going to be something that is a signature piece of Halcy-Con this year.
And we've said it to you before, and I hope I have said it to my Star Cruiser community before, but anyone who got to experience Star Cruiser in whatever way they got to experience it, I think we share a particular a bond and kind of like we know something that the rest of the world doesn't. And I don't think
That's so
that
true.
means that and that doesn't mean that we are exclusionary to the rest of the world. It's not about that at all. It's about now how can we share this thing that we know with the rest of the world. And
Yep.
that's why I'm so excited and grateful for you both, Christina, Martin, for giving us a platform to share this thing that we're working on and to get to play with the people who we know how to
Love
play
to
with
play.
us,
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
to play. And we're hoping that this can be a chance for us to continue to build our repertoire as Hawkmoon Immersive, and then share more of that play with more of the world to make more new things.
And that's the other really exciting thing is that this is just really the beginning for
Yeah.
both Kierna and I's partnership that I cherish very much so. But this is also the beginning of our immersive journey with Hawkmoon Creative and beyond as creators. And so we just can't thank you enough.
Not only is Hawkmoon bringing the Good Neighbor game to Halcy-Con, they're bringing a panel that everyone gets to see. That again, this is something that everyone that goes to Halcy-Con can attend this panel, and you're going to be talking about some really fun, cool things that are happening with Hawkmoon, with Immersive. We're going to chat more about that at a later time. But tickets for the Good Neighbor game, you don't got to wait long. When do the tickets go on sale for this?
Tickets go on sale Saturday the 20th. And we will have more information between now and then as to how you can buy tickets.
Kierna and Sage, can you talk about the ticketing platform that you're using for the Good Neighbor game?
Yes, we are using a platform called Ticket Leap. It's very intuitive. We'll make sure that on that platform you have a way to access all sorts of FAQs. You can contact us if you have any questions, and you'll see everything that's included with your ticket.
Love it. And we do have to say that you do need to have a Halcy-Con 2025 badge
That's
to
right.
get in the building to do a Good Neighbor game, which is inside the building.
We can't wait to
Well,
see you
thank
all there at
you.
the neighborhood.
So excited.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm even more excited about Good Neighbor game than I was before.
If that's possible. But boy, so the date that you have to remember is what, Christine?
Saturday, September 20th is when tickets go on sale.
And remember, you're going to be able to choose what day, what performance, and what player style, whether you want to be a player or a voyeur for the very first time. Put that on your calendars. It is going to sell out very, very quickly.
Yes.
We can't wait to see everyone at Halcy-Con 2025 in Orlando, Florida next month, October 16, 17, 18. Tabuite.
Tabuite.